And welcome back to Kinsmen Civic Memorial Stadium, Oshawa, Ontario. Brian Oliver here to call the gold medal, the final game of the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship here on OCAA Live on the live stream on Sports Canada TV. This is the championship game. Gold medal will go to the winner of this game between the Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks. The teams played earlier this afternoon, and Durham won that game by a score of 3-1 over the Humber Hawks to hand the Hawks the first loss of the tournament. It is a double elimination tournament, so each team now with one loss, and the loser of this game, of course, will have a second loss, and they will take the silver medal home. The winner of this game will be the OCAA champion. The Durham Lords trying to climb back to the Ontario Championship for the first time. They are going to have to try and knock off last year's champion, Humber Hawks, here at Kinsmen Stadium. The coin was flipped for home field advantage in this game, and the Durham Lords will be the home team in this game. So the Humber Hawks will be the visiting team in this game. The starting pitchers, it'll be Jake Story, who made 2 appearances in the regular season. As Durham has used up a lot of its pitching, Jake Story will get the call here to start the game. He only pitched 3 2/3 innings during the regular season, but will get the start because a lot of the other pitchers have already been used by the Durham Lords. So Jake Story gets the ball for the Lords, and we're underway. The leadoff hitter for the visiting Humber Hawks in this game is Stephen Narabecki, and he fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. So we're underway at 3:35 Eastern Time for this gold medal game. Narabecki hits that ball to left field. It is going to drop in for a base hit. Narabecki rounds first and will go back as Narabecki hit that ball to left field. Connor May not able to get in front of it, and it is a leadoff single for the Humber Hawks. Humber, their bench is completely energetic right now after being rather flat in the first game between these teams this afternoon in a 3-1 victory by the Durham Lords in a complete game by Josh Kristolovich, the pitcher for the Lords. So 1-0 is the count now to the second batter of the game, Hunter Bisser. Hunter Bisser has been catching all weekend long for the Hawks, but he will be the designated hitter in this game for Humber. Jeff Symes will catch in this game in his place. Stephen Narabecki leading things off with a leadoff single. Hunter Bisser now with a 2-0 count here with nobody out in the top half of the first inning. Humber against Durham for the OCAA gold medal in men's baseball. That pitch is taken for a strike. The lineup looks like this. After Hunter Bisser, it'll be Liam Sutherland, the center fielder. Dennis DeBanning will bat cleanup. In left field, Sam LaBelle, shortstop, will bat 5th. Aidan Murphy batting 6th. At first base, that pitch is in the dirt. Sam Cocker, the Durham catcher, catches it, blocks it. Count is 2-1. Ty Martin will bat 7th for Humber. Jeff Symes will be the catcher batting 8th. And Jared Gonzalez batting 9th, the second baseman. So the count now 3 balls and a strike to Hunter Bisser, and he fouls that pitch off to the left side. And the count is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Durham Lords defense looks like this. Jake Story pitching. Sam Cocker is the catcher. Palmer Kirkshank at first. Jordan D'Amico at second. Griffin Oliver at short. Jake LeGros at third base. Left fielder is Connor May. Riley Gray in center. And Jonathan McIntosh in right. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Hunter Bisser, the batter. Runner goes on the 3-2 pitch. It's popped up. Playable in foul territory. Jake LeGros has got it and will catch it for the first out of the inning, and having to scramble back very quickly to first base is Stephen Narabecki. He is there, 1 away. So Hunter Bisser fouls out for the first out of the top of the first inning here, the gold medal game between the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. Liam Sutherland, the batter, now takes strike 1 from Jake Story. Liam Sutherland, 4th-year player for the Humber Hawks, part of the gold medal championship team last year. The Humber Hawks looking to repeat in this game as Ontario champions. Cocker with an outstanding block there on that off-speed pitch from Jake Story. That forces Stephen Narabecki to remain at first base. He led this inning off with a leadoff single. Hunter Bisser, moments ago, fouling out to third base in foul territory. Sutherland's pitch is fouled to the right side, and the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes. Gold medal on the line here. The winner will take home gold. The losing team will take home silver. The St. Clair Saints are the bronze medalists for 2019, as they lost in the bronze medal game this morning to the Durham Lords in an extra inning, 4-1. Pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Cocker. Count is 2-2. Durham Lords looking for a double play here to get out of this first inning. The Humber Hawks are the visitor in this game. They are wearing the blue jerseys. The home team, the Durham Lords, in the green jerseys. 2-2 is the count. Jake Story's pitch is popped up and fouled out of play. Count remains 2-2. Liam Sutherland was the number 2 hitter in the OCAA this year in terms of batting average with .424 average. He was 5th in on-base percentage. That pitch is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Liam Sutherland. We are in the top half of the first inning in this gold medal game, the championship game for 2019 in the OCAA men's baseball circuit. The Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. Runner goes. The pitch is hit to center field. Going back is Riley Gray. He's got it for the out, and now he will throw it into first. They have a chance for a double play here as D'Amico gets it, and all the way back to first is Stephen Narabecki. He was all the way around second. He had to come back and touch second and then get back into first base as he was running at the pitch, and he didn't touch second. The inning is over. He did not touch second base. The Durham Lords appeal, and the umpire calls Stephen Narabecki out for not touching second base coming back, and the inning is over. So, wow, what a turn of events there. No runs. There was 1 hit, and nobody left on base. We've played half an inning in the gold medal championship game. Humber no score, the Durham Lords coming to bat. You're watching OCAA Live, the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the home half of the first inning in the gold medal game here between the Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks, the 2019 OCAA Championship on the line here at Kinsmen Stadium in Oshawa. My name is Brian Oliver. Thanks for joining us. An eventful first inning for the Humber Hawks as they had a leadoff single for Stephen Narabecki. Hunter Bisser fouled out to third. Liam Sutherland hit a deep ball to center field that was caught by Riley Gray. Stephen Narabecki had been running with the pitch, came back to first base, but Durham Lords appealed to second base, saying that Narabecki didn't touch second base as he came around, and the umpire agreed. So that was the third out of the inning, and the Humber Hawks returned aside. So bottom of the first inning we go. The Durham lineup will be facing Steve Huff, who last night pitched a complete game, mercy shortened game against the Durham Lords. He is 32 years old. Right-hander will face Jordan D'Amico. First pitch strike, swinging for D'Amico. Steve Huff pitched the complete game last night, a 10-0 victory for the Humber Hawks over the Durham Lords in the second round of the tournament. Jordan D'Amico swings and misses at strike 2. Jordan D'Amico, the second baseman for the Durham Lords. He'll be followed by Griffin Oliver, the shortstop, and Sam Cocker, the catcher. That ball is lifted to center field. Dennis DeBanning, the left fielder, is there and under it, and he's got it for the first out. So D'Amico is retired, and that will bring up the shortstop, Griffin Oliver. Looking at the Humber defense, Jeff Symes is the catcher, catching Steve Huff. Aiden Murphy at first, Jared Gonzalez at second, Sam LaBelle at short, Ty Martin is the third baseman. Huff's pitch to Oliver is high for ball one. In left field, it's Dennis DeBanning, Liam Sutherland in center field, and Stephen Arabecki in right. 1-0 pitch to Griffin Oliver, swung on a miss for strike one. Last night, Huff gave up 6 hits in a shutout win over the Lords. That ball is hit up the middle, and it's a base hit for Griffin Oliver. It went past Huff, and then between the shortstop and the second baseman, but right over the second base bag, and it is a 1-out single for Griffin Oliver. And that is the first base runner of the game for the Lords. So it'll be Sam Cocker, the catcher. Batting third here for the Durham Lords in the bottom of the first inning. Durham is the home team. There was a coin toss to determine home and away in this game, and the result of that was Durham being the home team. So that flips where it was last night, whereas Humber was the home team last night and this morning or this afternoon. 0-1 pitch. Cocker hammers that to left field. It is over the left fielder's head and goes all the way to the wall. Griffin Oliver is rounding third. Here he comes. He will score standing up. It is an RBI double for Sam Cocker, and it is 1-0 for the Durham Lords. That ball was crushed over the head of Dennis DeBanning in left field and went all the way to the ivy on the wall in left field. So Oliver singles, Cocker doubles him home. It's 1-0. Stephen Huff last night shut out these Durham Lords, did not give up a run. So this is a tables being turned a little bit for him as he had everything go his way last night. But that ball, Cocker was all over it, and it's an RBI double. 1-0 Durham here in the bottom of the first inning. The batter is Fernando Suarez. He is the designated hitter for the Lords. One away here with the runner on second, and Suarez takes a big hack at that, but it's foul to the left side. Strike one. Fernando Suarez won the OCAA batting title this year with an average of .455 and was named an OCAA All-Star. Count is 0-1. One away. Sam Cocker is at second base. He's got a pretty decent lead out there. Huff looks back. Time is called as Huff was keeping a close eye on the base runner. Cocker hopeful of getting a jump on a ball and on a base hit here if Suarez is able to put a ball in play. Count is 0-1. That ball is hit up the middle. It's a base hit. Base hit to center field. Liam Sutherland comes up with it. Cocker is going to try and score. We're going to have a play at the plate. Collision at the plate. He's safe. Cocker is safe as the ball bounces away from Jeff Symes. 2-0 Durham. It is an RBI double for Fernando Suarez. Cocker coming around, and he had that big lead off of second base, and that was enough to get him home. So it's 2-0 for the Lords here in the bottom of the first inning over the Humber Hawks. Three consecutive hits here for the Durham Lords in the bottom of the first inning. They have a 2-0 lead. Runner at second with one out, and the batter is Riley Gray. One out, runner on second. Center fielder will put that ball foul on the right side. Riley Gray fouling it. The count is 0-1, and Suarez will have to go back to second base. Three consecutive hits here for the Lords. Oliver with the single, doubles by Cocker and Fernando Suarez. Probably scored a single for Suarez and taking second on the throw. But three consecutive hits. Gray reaches out at that one, fouls it to the left side for strike 2. So some early fireworks here for the Durham Lords against Steve Huff, who was pitching and starting on consecutive days for the Durham Lords. Now, he did pitch the complete game last night for the Humber Hawks, rather. Gray swings and misses that pitch, and it's in the dirt. They will throw down to first to get the out, and now going to third and trying to get into third. And safe at third is Suarez as he takes third base on the throw down to first base. So Riley Gray is out on the strikeout that was in the dirt. They had to complete it from catcher to first base. Second out of the inning, and Suarez goes down to third in the dirt and is safe there. So a runner at third now with 2 away. Jake LeGros will be the batter now. I was going to mention that Huff, pitching on consecutive days and starting consecutive games, last night's game there's a strike to LeGros swinging and missing. It was a shortened game by the Mercy, so Huff's pitch count was probably not as high as it otherwise would have been had it been a full 7-inning game, of course. So probably not too fatigued. The 0-1 pitch is chopped foul by LeGros, and the count is 0-2. 2 runs here in the home half of the first for the Durham Lords as they take an early lead in this gold medal game, the OCAA championship on the line. Here between the Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks, time is called. And we're going to wait for everybody to get reset here. Fernando Suarez is the base runner for the Lords at third base. Jake LeGros trying to bring him home with a third run here. The 0-2 pitch is low. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jake LeGros, the third baseman for the Durham Lords. Suarez at third base. 2 away. That pitch is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Steve Huff here with an electric inning for the Lords. 3 hits, 2 runs scored, hoping for more. The 2-2 pitch is on the ground. It is to the third baseman. Ty Martin will throw it down to first, and they will get the out. Nice defensive play there and a hard hit ball to Ty Martin at third base. The inning is over. But 2 runs on 3 hits for the Durham Lords. We've played 1 inning here at Kinsmen Stadium. Durham 2. Humber no score in this gold medal contest. It's the OCAA Live. You're watching the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the second inning here at Kinsmen Stadium in Oshawa. Brian Oliver with the call of the 2019 gold medal game of the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship on OCAA Live. You're watching the live stream on Sports Canada TV. We've played 1 inning, and the Durham Lords leading the Humber Hawks by a score of 2-0. 2 runs on 3 hits for the Lords in the bottom half of the first. The Lords are the home team in this game. There was a coin flip before the game, and Durham is the home team and Humber is the visiting team. So that's reversed from the earlier games in the tournament, which were based on seeding as opposed to a coin flip. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters here in the second inning for the Hawks. Dennis DeBanning, Sam LaBelle, and Aiden Murphy. DeBanning takes the first pitch from Jake Story low, and the second pitch low for ball 2. So it's 2-0. Dennis DeBanning, the left fielder for the Hawks, is the cleanup hitter in the lineup. Jake Story with the 2-0 pitch. That ball is popped up. Could be playable. Griffin Oliver, the shortstop, is under it, and he's got it for the out. Dennis DeBanning pops out to short for the first out of the second inning for the Humber Hawks. And that'll bring up the OCAA Rookie of the Year, Sam LaBelle, the shortstop for the Hawks. Wears jersey number 12. If you're just joining us, Humber in the blue jerseys with the gold numbers, Durham with the green jerseys and the white numerals, as LaBelle is hit by that pitch from Jake Story. So it's a one-out base runner for the Hawks here in the top of the second inning. Again, Humber is the visiting team in this game by virtue of a coin flip that happened before game time, and Durham is the home team. So LaBelle goes down to first, hit by a pitch. He's the second base runner of the game. The Hawks do have one hit. Stephen Rebecki led off the game with a single in the first inning. That ball is hit to second base. Chance for two. No, they will only go to second for one as it was a slow roller, and Jordan D'Amico will pick it up and throw it to Palmer Cruikshank for the easy out at first. And Aiden Murphy is retired 4-3. That is the second out of the inning. Sam LaBelle advances to second base. No chance to go for second base there as Sam LaBelle had a good jump on that pitch and the ball was spinning on Jordan D'Amico, and he took the sure out at first base. So two away now with the runner at second, and the batter is Ty Martin. Ty Martin, third baseman for the Humber Hawks, jersey number 26. He was the number 3 average in the OCAA this year at .420. And he takes ball one from Jake Story. So Liam Sutherland, .424, Ty Martin, .420. Those are the 2 and 3 averages in the OCAA this year. Real good lineup for the Hawks. As Story fires a strike, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Sam LaBelle is the base runner at second. 2 away here for the Humber Hawks in the top of the second inning. They trailed the Durham Lords in this gold medal contest 2-0. Jake Story is ready with the 1-1 pitch. It is hammered down the left field line. It's foul ball. Foul by about 3 feet. That was hit very hard, but it tailed away at the very end and was into foul territory. So that's just a harmless strike as it turns out. And the count is now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Had that been a fair ball, LaBelle would easily have scored from second base with Humber's first run. So Martin will now have a 1-2 count facing Jake Story. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Cocker blocks it nicely to prevent LaBelle from advancing to third. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. No run, 1 hit so far for Humber. 2 runs, 3 hits for Durham. Jake Story looks in from the signal from Sam Cocker. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off speed in the dirt. And it's a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. If Ty Martin is able to reach it, would be the catcher, Jeff Symes. Symes getting the start behind the plate for the Humber Hawks in this game. Hunter Bisser had caught all the games to this point. That ball is low, and it's a walk. So Ty Martin goes down to first base, and it's first and second now for the Hawks with 2 away here in the second inning. And it's catcher Jeff Symes. He appeared in 16 games this year. Had a batting average of .167, but versatile catcher, and is catching Steve Huff this afternoon in this gold medal championship game. He wears jersey number 8. He's ready to go. He bats from the right side. That pitch is lifted to center field, to right field rather. Jonathan McIntosh. No, it's the center fielder, Riley Gray, who calls him off, and Gray hauls it in for the third out of the inning, and it's no runs across. 2 runners left on base here in the second inning, and there were no errors. So, Humber trailing 2-0 to the Durham Lords with an inning and a half gone here. Durham coming up to bat in the second, in just a moment. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the bottom of the second inning here in Oshawa at Kinsmen Stadium. Brian Oliver with the call of the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. This is the gold medal game, winner-take-all here between the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. It is a 2-0 lead for the Durham Lords after an inning and a half. So the score bug we know on the live stream, if you're watching right now, the score bug is not on the screen, and I will do my best to remind you of the score and the count and the number of outs as we go along here until the score appears again on the screen. But it is 2-0 for Durham after an inning and a half. Durham is the home team in this game. There was a coin flip before the game, so the Durham Lords are the home team. They lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Lords as Steve Huff delivers a first pitch ball to Connor May. May is playing in left field in this game for the Durham Lords. Last night he pitched as the starting pitcher against Humber as May fouls that off. The count is a ball and a strike. The Durham Lords with 2 runs in the first inning to build a 2-0 lead. 2 runs on 3 hits. The Humber Hawks have no runs on 1 hit through the first 2 innings at the plate. Connor May takes a strike there. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. 1 and 2 to Connor May. May takes a look at strike 3 called. So Steve Huff gets his second strikeout of the game. Connor May is retired, 1 away, and that brings up right-handed hitter, first baseman Palmer Cruikshank, number 12. So the Durham Lords looking to get some base runners here against Steve Huff in the bottom of the second inning as Cruikshank looks at strike 1. Huff working very quickly here on the mound for the Humber Hawks. The right-hander delivers. That pitch is waved at, and it's a strike. Not able to be caught by Jeff Symes, the catcher. But no worries, there's nobody on base. So it's 0-2 now to Palmer Cruikshank. 1 away here in the bottom of the second inning. Durham batting as the home team, and they lead 2-0 here in the gold medal game against the Humber Hawks. The 0-2 pitch is exceptionally high. That just flew right out of Steve Huff's hand. That's about as high as you would maybe ever see a pitch. Probably came pretty close to our camera mounted behind the screen here at Kinsmen Stadium. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Huff. That is hit to left field. Dennis DeBanning is going back. It's over his head. That will go all the way to the warning track, and it is a double for Palmer Cruikshank. DeBanning thought it was going to lay up in front of him, and then it just kept drifting and carrying, and he kept going back, and it went over his head all the way to the warning track. So it's a 1-out double here for Palmer Cruikshank. And that'll bring up Jonathan McIntosh, the right fielder. 4th hit of the ball game for the Lords. A couple of doubles here, a couple of singles off of Steve Huff. Durham looking to add on to a 2-0 lead here in the second inning. McIntosh swings and misses at strike 1. Stephen Huff is in his 4th year of eligibility. He's a 32-year-old pitcher, for the Humber Hawks through a complete game, mercy-shortened win last night against the Durham Lords in the second round of the tournament. The 0-1 pitch is taken above the belt for a strike, 0-2 to Jonathan McIntosh. Palmer Cruikshank at second base, just doubling a moment ago with the fourth hit of the ball game, and he's in scoring position as the Lords look to add to a 2-0 lead in this gold medal championship game. Pitch is chopped. It is going to be trouble. Second baseman fires onto first, and he's not in time. Jonathan McIntosh beats it out with his great speed. Great effort there by Jared Gonzalez, the second baseman. He had to throw across his body, and he was not able to get the speedy Jonathan McIntosh. So now it's runners at first and third with one away, and that'll turn the lineup over to Jordan D'Amico. D'Amico is 0 for 1 in the ball game, flied out to left field in the first inning. D'Amico hit a huge home run this morning in the bronze medal game, a 4-1 victory in extra innings over the St. Clair Saints. Big cut from D'Amico, misses it for strike one. Palmer Cruikshank at third, Jonathan McIntosh at first base. One away here in the home half of the second inning. It is 2-0 for the Durham Lords over the Humber Hawks. D'Amico takes that pitch for a ball, 1-1. Humber looking to repeat as the OCAA baseball champion. They won the gold medal last year right here at Kinsmen Stadium. The 1-1 pitch is on the ground. It'll go to Murphy at first. They go to first for second for one. They try to turn the double play, and they get it. Double play. 3-6-3 as Aidan Murphy throws it over to Sam LaBelle at second for the first out, and they turn the double play back at first. So double play ends the inning. No runs for the Durham Lords. 2 innings complete. Durham leading the Humber Hawks 2-0 in the gold medal championship game here on OCAA Live. You're watching the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. We're going to go to the top of the third inning in just a moment here at Kinsmen Stadium as Jake Story comes back on the mound to pitch the third inning for the Durham Lords. The Lords leading the Hawks 2-0 after 2 innings. Both of the runs for Durham coming in the first inning on 3 hits. The Lords had 2 more hits there in the second inning, but an outstanding double play turned by the Hawks on defense. A 3-6-3 double play to end what looked to be a big threat for the Durham Lords. So 2-0 after 2 innings of play. A reminder that this game is for the gold medal. The winner will take home the gold medal. The loser will get the silver medal. The St. Clair Saints are the bronze medalists for 2019. And both of these teams advancing already to the national championship next week. Will start on Thursday. It'll run from Thursday until Saturday. Hosted by Humber College. Humber gets an automatic berth and one other entry for an Ontario team, and that has been claimed by the Durham Lords as they are playing here in the gold medal matchup against the Humber Hawks. So Humber and Durham will both be playing again next weekend for national honors in the National College Baseball Championship hosted by the Humber Hawks, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as the afternoon goes on. 2-0 here as we go to the top of the third rather. The Humber Hawks are the visiting team in this game, and the leadoff hitter is the number 9 hitter, Jared Gonzalez, the second baseman. First at bat of the game for Gonzalez as Jake Story has that ball lifted to right field, and it is caught by Jonathan McIntosh in right for the first out of the inning. So a quick out for the Durham Lords on defense, and that'll turn the lineup over to Stephen Narabecki. He has the only hit of the game so far for the Humber Hawks. That came back in the first inning as he singled. He was later erased trying to scramble back on a fly ball where he had already got to second base and had to come back to first. Story's pitch to now Rebecki is low for ball one. And now Rebecki made it all the way back to first, but the Durham Lords appealed that he didn't touch second base as he came all the way back because he had already passed second base. That ball is fouled away, count is 1-1. And the umpire immediately called now Rebecki out at second base for not touching second base coming back, and that ended the inning. So that was in the first inning, the top half of the first inning for Humber when they didn't score. No runs, one hit so far for the Hawks, as now Rebecki fouls that to the left side, and the count is 1-2. 2 runs on 5 hits for Durham, no runs on 1 hit so far for Humber. This is the gold medal game of the 2019 OCAA men's baseball season. Glad you could join us. My name is Brian Oliver, and the score bug is now back on the screen, so you can see it now. It is 2-0 for the Durham Lords. Pitch is taken for a ball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-0. 2-0 is the score for Durham. We're in the top of the third. That ball is low to now Rebecki, and the count goes full. Jake Story starting this game for the Durham Lords. Gave up a leadoff hit to Stephen now Rebecki. Now he's trying to get him here on a 3-2 count. That ball is hit to second base, and now Rebecki's done it again with his second hit of the game. He rounds first, and he will try to go to second, and he is going to get there as the ball is bobbled. The right fielder, Jonathan McIntosh, slipping as he got to the ball, and now Rebecki was all over that and took second base. So it's a single, and that will likely be scored an error in right field, as now Rebecki moves to second base with 1 away here in the top of the third inning. So he's in scoring position. And here come the Hawks. The number 2 hitter now will be Hunter Bisser. He is not catching in this game. He's the designated hitter. He is 0 for 1 in the ball game. He fouled out to third base in the first. That ball is fouled back for strike 1. In this third inning, Jaron Gonzalez flied out to right. Stephen now Rebecki moments ago singling and then taking second as the ball was bobbled out in right field. So runner in scoring position for the Hawks here with 1 away. Hunter Bisser trying to bring home Stephen now Rebecki. Gold medal game. Story's pitch is in there for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes to Hunter Bisser. Jake Story has issued 1 walk in this game. He's hit a batter. He has no strikeouts at the moment. The count is 0-2. Runner goes. Ball is hit to right field, and it is in there for a base hit. The runner going will come all the way around to score, and Bisser will try to go to second. The throw is there, and it gets away. It's a RBI single, or rather it'll be a double scored for Hunter Bisser. It's a 2-1 ball game. That ball was lunged at, and it was hit over the head of the first baseman, Palmer Cruikshank, into right field. So Bisser with an RBI. And he's in scoring position and represents the tying run in this ball game here in the top of the third inning. The Humber Hawks on the board. Durham 2, Humber 1. Liam Sutherland, the batter, takes a strike from Jake Story. Sutherland is 0 for 1 in the ball game. Will fly out to center field. Bisser is the base runner at second, gets a good lead. That pitch is low and away for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Liam Sutherland this year with a .424 average in the regular season, second best in the OCAA. Count is 1-1. That ball is hit deep to right field. That could be trouble. It is going to land on the warning track. That's going to tie the game. Sutherland is going around second, digging for third. Here comes the throw. He's in there with a triple, and the game is tied. Liam Sutherland tying the game with an RBI triple. Coming around to score is Hunter Bisser. It's 2-2. So both teams in a deadlock here now in the gold medal game. Humber 2, Durham 2. Huge RBI triple for Liam Sutherland. The batter is Dennis DeBanning. He's 0 for 1 in the game, and he checks his swing, and it's a ball. Dennis DeBanning popped out to short in the second inning. So it began with a flyout in this inning, and since then we've had a single, a double, and a triple for the Humber Hawks to tie the game. Go-ahead run now at third. That ball is popped foul to the right side. Strike one to Dennis DeBanning. Liam Sutherland at third base, looking to come home here to give the Humber Hawks the lead. We are in the top of the third inning. The Hawks are the visiting team in this game. Durham is the home team. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Jake Story giving up 3 consecutive hits here. DeBanning is ready, so is Story. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It is popped foul again. Might be playable. No, it's not. It's going to go out of play. So the count remains a ball and 2 strikes to Dennis DeBanning, the 4th-year outfielder. Finished 6th in slugging percentage this year in the OCAA, .596. 12 RBIs, 3 doubles, couple of triples, couple of home runs. That ball's in the dirt, and Cocker blocks it to make sure it doesn't get through, and that means Sutherland has to stay at third base. 1 away here in the top of the third inning in a 2-2 ball game. This is the gold medal championship game in the OCAA. Jake Story is ready with the 2-2. It is fouled away again by DeBanning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 runs on 3 hits for Durham in the first inning. Now here 2 runs on 3 hits for Humber in the third inning to tie the game. 2 runs on 4 hits for the Hawks to this point in the ball game. The count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. DeBanning calls time. Liam Sutherland is at third base, hoping to come home with the go-ahead run for the Hawks here in the third inning. Jake Story is ready. He's got the signal from Sam Cocker. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's low, ball 3. Temperature just starting to drop a little bit here in Oshawa. Reached a high of 12 degrees earlier. It's now 11, and it's probably going to drop a degree or 2 as the game goes on. But overall, pretty good conditions here for this game. Breeze is picking up just a little bit. DeBanning calls time. Now he's ready to go again. It's a 3-2 count here, 1 away. We are in the top of the third of a 2-2 ball game, gold medal game. Story's pitch is in the dirt. Did he check his swing? He did check his swing, so it's going to be a walk. Dennis DeBanning goes down to first base, and it's runners at the corners now with 1 away for Humber. And that's going to bring out Scott Cocker, the assistant coach of the Durham Lords, and he's going to talk things over with Jake Story. And the infielders are going to come in to figure out what they're going to do from a defensive standpoint here, as the Humber Hawks have a number of options at their disposal here with runners at first and third and only 1 away. The batter will be Sam LaBelle. He is the shortstop for the Humber Hawks. He is the OCAA's Rookie of the Year. He was also an OCAA All-Star. So very good hitter in place here. They're all good hitters for the Humber Hawks. And LaBelle will have some options here. A ground ball might score that run. A sacrifice fly. Potentially could see a squeeze. Durham looking for a double play potentially to end the inning. But the last 4 runners, or the hitters rather, or batters, have reached for Humber here in the top of the third inning. A single, a double, a triple, and a walk now. First and third, 1 away. LaBelle will take strike 1 from Jake Story. Liam Sutherland is at third. Dennis DeBanning is at first. We'll keep an eye on the base runners to see if they try and induce a throw here, if DeBanning will go. And there, no, he doesn't go. He holds back. The pitch is taken. just off the plate for a ball. Jake Story was hoping for strike 2 there, didn't get the call. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Sam LaBelle. He was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Here's the 1-1. He swings at that, and wow, he did not go around. They call a check swing, and they say he took the swing back, so it's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike, and that call goes in favor of the Hawks right there. 2-1 is the count. That pitch is popped up. Ball in the infield. The shortstop, Griffin Oliver, calls it. He's under it. He's got it for the out. Second out of the inning. That's a big out for the Durham Lords. So 2 away now as LaBelle is retired. And the batter will be Aidan Murphy. Aidan Murphy, the first baseman, is 0 for 1 in the game. But a strong batter, a second-year player, batted .354 this year, comes up with runners in the corners in a 2-2 ball game. 2 away here, top of the third. Runners do not go. First pitch is taken for a ball. 1-0 to Aidan Murphy. Liam Sutherland at third, Dennis DeBanning, the runner at first. Sutherland represents the go-ahead run here in this game here in the third inning. Pitch is in there. It is hit hard to center field. Center fielder going back. Riley Gray has got it for the catch, and the inning is over. A very loud out there for Aidan Murphy, but Riley Gray equal to the task and hauls it in. So it is 2 runs on 3 hits for the Humber Hawks here in the third inning. They equalize to tie the game at 2. 2.5 innings gone here. The Durham third inning coming up in just a moment here on OCAA Live. You're watching the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the home half of the third inning here at Kinsmen Stadium in Oshawa. Gold medal game, OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. Durham Lords 2, the Humber Hawks 2. 2 runs in the first inning for Durham. 2 runs in the third inning, top of the third inning, for Humber to tie the ball game. The batter will be Griffin Oliver. He'll lead things off. He's 1 for 1, singled and scored the first run of the ball game back in the first. Steve Huff will continue on the mound for the Humber Hawks. Again, he pitched a complete game last night for the Hawks, a 10-0 win in the second round of this tournament, handing the Lords their first loss. Huff will face Griffin Oliver here with a ball on the first offering, 1-0. Two runs on 5 hits so far through 2 innings for the Durham Lords. The 1-0 pitch is taken. It goes off the glove of Jeff Symes. It's a ball. 2-0 to Griffin Oliver. Naturally, he's looking to get on base here for the Lords in the bottom of the third inning with Sam Cocker, the catcher, and Fernando Suarez, the DH, scheduled up next. He takes that pitch for strike 1, 2-1 from Steve Huff. The 2-1 pitch is grounded, chopped to first. Aidan Murphy has got it. He will run to first and step on first for the out. So Griffin Oliver is retired with a ground out to first, 1 away. And that'll bring up Sam Cocker. He doubled home the first run of the game back in the first inning with a towering shot to left field that drifted over Dennis DeBanning in left field. And if you can see it on your screen, DeBanning in left field is almost standing at the, well, not quite at the warning track, but he is very, very deep here in left field as Cocker comes up for his second plate appearance. He fouls the first pitch away from Huff. It is strike one. DeBanning very deep in left field. Cocker takes that pitch just on the outside corner for strike two. No balls and 2 strikes. Gold medal on the line here between the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. And Cocker swings that pitch. That was outside the zone. It's a strikeout, third of the game for Huff, and that's the second out of the inning. So 2 away, and that will bring up designated hitter Fernando Suarez. Jersey number 28. He is 1 for 1 in the ball game. He singled in a run in an RBI single in the first inning. That ball is lifted to right field. It's skied. Stephen Rebecki is there. He's got it, and the inning is over. So it's a very quick inning on the sticks for the Durham Lords. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. So 3 innings in the books here in this gold medal championship game. It is Durham 2 and Humber 2. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. Welcome back to Kinsmen Stadium. Brian Oliver here to call the gold medal game of the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship on OCAA Live. This is the live stream broadcast on Sports Canada TV. Glad you could join us. 3 innings gone here in this sudden death gold medal game between the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords, and we are in a 2-2 match here after 3 innings. 2 runs for Durham in the first, 2 runs for Humber in the third inning. So 2 runs, 4 hits for Humber, 2 runs, 5 hits for Durham. It'll be the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Hawks here in the top of the 4th. Again, the Hawks are the visiting team in this game, the result of the coin flip before the game, and Durham the home team. Humber in the blue, Durham in the green. Ty Martin will come up here and look at ball 1 from Jake Story. Martin walked in the second inning in his only plate appearance of the game so far. The 1-0 pitch is hit to shortstop. Griffin Oliver is not able to come up with it. That was hit hard, and he had to go ranging to his right, not able to come up with it. And Martin is on first. Could be a hit, could be an error. Hard to say what that will be finally called. But Oliver, either way, not able to come up with it. And Ty Martin is a leadoff base runner here for the Hawks in the 4th inning. Jeff Symes, the catcher, coming up here. He's 0 for 1 in the game. He flied out to center. Let's see if there's a bunt on here. Jake LeGros, the third baseman, is in on the grass, anticipating the potential of a bunt here from Jeff Symes. Ty Martin at first. They will throw over to check him back. He's in there safely. We're in the top of the 4th inning in a 2-2 ball game. And that pitch from Jake Story is taken low for ball 1. There's a strike. Story fires that one in. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Ty Martin is the runner at first for the Humber Hawks. Jeff Symes looking to move him into scoring position. Squares to bunt, takes it. They throw back down to first. It goes off the glove of Palmer Cruikshank. He will scramble for it, and he gets it in time before Ty Martin, who had to dive back in the dirt. If he had realized the ball had gotten as far away as it did, he probably would have taken second base. So Cruikshank able to get to that ball quickly enough, and the Hawks base runner Ty Martin remains at first base. The count is 2-1 to Jeff Symes. Bunt is down. It goes to Cruikshank at first. He's going to flip it over to Jake Story, and he's not able to come up with the ball. Story, he was trying to lead Story into first base. Story not able to corral it, and everyone is safe. First and second now for Humber here in the top of the fourth with nobody out. So both of those are going to be scored singles. Martin with a single, now Symes with an infield single to move runners to first and second. Jared Gonzalez is the batter, and he will look to bunt, takes it back for strike one. Humber 2, Durham 2, top of the fourth inning. Ty Martin at second, Jeff Symes at first. Batter is Jared Gonzalez. He looks to bunt. He gets it down. It's a good bunt. Legros will come up and fire over to first. He's got the out. It's a successful sacrifice, and the runners advance into scoring position with one away. So Ty Martin comes down to third base, and Jeff Symes now at second. So second and third with one away, and the batter will be Stephen Narabecki. And Narabecki has 2 hits in this game, and they are going to switch things up here. So we're going to see some defensive changes as Jake Story will come out of the ball game. He went 3 1/3 innings. Again, he only pitched 3 1/3 innings during the entire regular season. So he comes out of the ball game as the pitcher, and we're going to see some defensive switches around here now. So a big situation here. The Humber Hawks with runners at second and third, one away in the top of the fourth in a 2-2 ball game. And the new pitcher is going to be Riley Gray. So Riley Gray will come in from center field and take over on the mound. Jake Story will now go to the outfield. So Riley Gray is the new pitcher. I believe that's the only defensive switch. So it looks like a straight-up center field pitcher switch here for the Durham Lords here in the top of the fourth. Gray is a left-hander, so that changes things a little bit for the Humber Hawks, as they will now be facing a left-hander. So Jake Story gets his fielder's glove and goes out to the outfield. So the score 2-2 here, top of the fourth inning, and the Humber Hawks threatening to take the lead here with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Again, these two teams will both advance to the National College Baseball Championship Tournament next weekend in Toronto. That'll be held in Etobicoke at Connervale Park, hosted by the Humber Hawks. The Durham Lords will also be in that championship, and all of the teams, the field is actually set for that tournament. There will be 2 pools of 3 teams in that tournament. Humber will be facing John Abbott College of Montreal and Thompson Rivers University of British Columbia in their pool. And I'm told that the first game of that tournament will be at 10 o'clock Thursday morning in Etobicoke at Connervale Park. It'll be Thompson Rivers taking on Humber in the opening game of the national championships. The Durham Lords will be in a pool with Holland College from Prince Edward Island and Lionel Groux Cégep College in Quebec from Drummondville, and that will be the other pool. So those are the 6 teams taking part in the national championships next weekend. But right here we've got the Ontario Championship on the line. Riley Gray is ready to go, and the leadoff hitter Stephen Narabecki comes up here with 1 away Runners at second and third, and he's 2 for 2 in the ball game. He looks at strike one from Riley Gray. Ty Martin has the go-ahead run, represents the go-ahead run at third base. Jeff Syams is at second. They were sacrificed ahead to those bases by Jared Gonzalez just a moment ago. Riley Gray's pitch is popped up. That is going to be trouble if it's fair, and it's not. It's a foul ball down the left field line. If that had landed fair, that would have scored 2 runs, but it landed foul by about 2 or 3 feet, and the count is 0-2 to Stephen Narabecki. Again, he's 2 for 2 in the ball game. He scored a run in the third. 2 runs on 6 hits so far for the Humber Hawks. 2 runs on 5 hits so far for the Durham Lords. We are in the top of the third inning in a 2-2 ball game. Gold medal on the line in the Ontario Championship here. Riley Gray is ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It is hit to second base, and it's off the glove of Jordan D'Amico. That's going to score 1. Ty Martin is in. Jeff Syams is in. It is a 4-2 lead for Humber, and now Rebecki will go into second base on the throw as they miss the cutoff, and it is a 4-2 Humber lead. So a big clutch hit from Stephen Narabecki, who is now 3 for 3 in the ball game, and a 2-run single here, and taking second on the throw to give Humber a 4-2 lead in the top of the 4th inning. So Martin and Syams scoring there. 2 runs already across here for Humber in the 4th inning. They are the visiting team. They now have again a runner in scoring position in Narabecki at second base. Riley Gray's pitch to Sam Cocker is high. Ball 1. The batter is Hunter Bisser. Last time he was up, he doubled. And he doubled in the first run of the game for the Hawks back in the 3rd inning. 1-0 is the count. Gray is ready. That pitch is in there for a strike for 1 ball and 1 strike. Riley Gray in the regular season only made 1 appearance on the mound. Just pitching an inning and a third. That pitch is lifted to left field. It is hit very hard. Connor May is going back, and it's off the wall. That will score a run from second base. It is a double, an RBI double, again for Hunter Bisser. 5-2 Humber. So the Humber bats exploding here in the 3rd and 4th innings, and they now have a 5-2 lead with 1 away here in the top of the 4th inning. Humber 5 and Durham 2. The batter is Liam Sutherland. He tripled last time up. Riley Gray's pitch is hit to the right side. Palmer Cruikshank not able to come up with it. He will throw to first, and they get him at first as Riley Gray comes over to catch that ball as it went off the glove of Cruikshank, and he got it just in time, and Riley Gray did a nice job of getting over to first, and they get the very speedy Liam Sutherland for the 2nd out of the inning. That is a big out for the Durham defense. It's the 2nd out of the inning. That does bring Hunter Bisser down to third base, though. So a runner at third with 2 away now, and it's Dennis DeBanning. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He popped out to short, and he walked in the 3rd. 2 away here. Takes that pitch from Riley Gray. The lefty has a strike. It's 0-1. 3 runs in this inning for the Humber Hawks to take a 5-2 lead in the 4th. Gray's pitch just misses. Ball 1. 4 hits in this inning so far. For the Humber Hawks. The 1-1 pitch is taken for a ball. 2-1. 2 away here in the top of the 4th. Humber 5, Durham 2. The count is 2 balls and a strike to Dennis DeBanning. That pitch is high. 3-1. Riley Gray is ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That is popped up. Playable for Jordan D'Amico, the second baseman. Drifting, and he had to make a big dive to his right to catch it at the last minute as it pushed in the wind. And it's a big catch. It's the third out of the inning. Had he dropped that, that would have been another run for Humber. But it's a big inning anyway for Humber. 3 runs on 4 hits, and there was 1 runner left on base. We've played 3.5 innings here in Oshawa at Kinsmen Stadium. The Humber Hawks leading the gold medal championship game here over the Durham Lords by a score of 5-2. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. Live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. Bottom of the 4th coming up here at Kinsmen Stadium in Oshawa. The Durham Lords trailing the Humber Hawks by a count of 5-2. The Lords will be batting here in the home half of the 4th with the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Riley Gray, Jake Legros, and Connor May scheduled at the plate. 2 runs on 3 hits in the first inning for Durham to get it to a 2-0 lead, but since then, Humber has replied with 2 in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th to go up by a score of 5-2. That ball from Riley Gray is hit to left field. Dennis DeBanning is under it in left field for the first out of the inning. So fly ball out. Riley Gray is 0 for 2 in the ball game. That'll bring up Jake Legros, the third baseman, who is 0 for 1, grounded out the third to end the first inning. 5 straight retired now by Steve Huff as he fires a strike in there to Jake Legros. He gave up 2 runs on 5 hits early on in the ball game. There was a huge double play turned by the Humber Hawks in the second inning to end a big threat by the Lords. And since then, the Lords have not been able to get anyone on base. 0-2 is the count to Jake Legros. Steve Huff pitched last night a complete game. Going here again today. That ball is hit to second baseman Gonsalves, and he makes an outstanding play and fires it in the dirt, but Aidan Murphy scoops it for the second out of the inning. Jared Gonsalves hustling hard to his right to get that ball, and Legros is out. 2 away, Connor May will be the batter. 0 for 1 in the ball game, struck out looking to lead off the second inning. So the momentum has certainly shifted here in this ball game. Durham had it going on early, but it has been Humber through the middle innings of this game and a 5-2 Hawks lead. Strike 2 taken by Connor May as Steve Huff seems to be in a groove now, the 32-year-old right-hander, 4th-year player, is ready to go, and he fires that in high for ball 1. Again, he pitched a complete game last night for the Humber Hawks. As that ball is hit to the right side, Aidan Murphy has got it. He'll flip to Huff at covering it first, and the inning is over. A very quick inning for the Humber Hawks on the defensive side. 3 up, 3 down for the second inning in a row. We've played 4 here in Oshawa at Kinsmen Stadium. It is Humber 5 and Durham 2. You're watching the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship on OCAA Live, the live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. Fifth inning coming up here in Oshawa, Kinsmen Stadium. Brian Oliver here calling the play-by-play of the gold medal game of the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. The gold medal on the line here. Humber leading the Durham Lords 5-2 as we go to the top of the fifth inning. Riley Gray is the pitcher, and he gets a ground ball there very quickly from Sam LaBelle, the shortstop. One pitch, one out to lead off the fifth inning. That'll bring up Aiden Murphy, who is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Humber with 2 runs in the third, 3 runs in the fourth to take a 5-2 lead and erase a 2-0 early deficit to the Durham Lords. Riley Gray's pitch is in there for a strike to Aiden Murphy, the first baseman for the Humber Hawks. 5 runs on 8 hits for the Hawks, 2 runs on 5 hits for Durham. The 0-1 pitch is hit to second base, and Jordan D'Amico tries to get to it, and he slips as he tries to make the play. He got to the ball, did a great job getting there, but slipped on the turf as he tried to plant and throw over to first base, so it's a single for Aiden Murphy. That's the 9th hit of the game for the Hawks, and it'll bring up Ty Martin. Martin singled and scored in the third inning, the fourth inning, the 3-run fourth inning. That is the difference in this ball game right now as Humber leads at 5-2 in the top of the fifth. Humber is the visiting team. Pitch is taken by Ty Martin for ball 1. The runner at first is Aiden Murphy. Humber looking to add on to a 5-2 lead here in the top of the fifth inning. Gray's pitch is high, ball 2. Ty Martin batted .420 in the regular season for the Humber Hawks and led the league in on-base percentage at .517. They throw over to first, and Aiden Murphy is back safely. Ty Martin, .517 on-base percentage during the regular season, and he has been on base twice in this game with a walk and a single. This is his third plate appearance. Count is 2-0. That pitch is in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike to Ty Martin. Humber 5, Durham 2. Humber looking to repeat as the OCAA men's baseball champion this afternoon here in Oshawa. The 2-1 pitch off speed, and Martin fouls that away to the left side, and the count is 2-2. Runner at first with 1 away here in the top of the fifth. The Hawks are batting. The 2-2 pitch from Gray is grounded to first. Cruikshank will go to second for 1, and Oliver is not able to get it. The ball was low, and that will go into center field, and everyone is safe. So the Lords trying to turn a double play there, not able to do so. And everyone is safe, and it's runners at the corners now with 1 out. So Martin is at first. Aiden Murphy moves all the way to third on that play. So Jeff Symes will be the batter now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game with a flyout and a single and a run scored. Humber looking to add on here in the fifth inning. They lead it by 3. Bunt, and it's fouled away. Symes bunts that one down hard into the dirt. It goes off the catcher, Sam Cocker. He's shaking that off. That one stung. And the home plate umpire will brush the plate off and give the catcher a moment to regather. First and third here, 1 away in the Humber fifth inning, top of the fifth inning. Humber 5, Durham 2. Gold medal on the line here for 2019 in men's baseball in the OCAA. The 0-1 pitch is hit to center field. That is going to drop behind Jordan D'Amico's at second base, and that will score Aiden Murphy. It is now a 6-2 ball game in favor of Humber. So it's an RBI for Jeff Symes. Ty Martin moves up to second base on that play. And it's first and second with one away here now, and the batter will be Jared Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 0 for 1 in the ball game, flied out to right field in the third. He laid down a perfect sacrifice bunt in the fourth in a 3-run inning for the Hawks that gave them the lead. He will look at a pitch outside for ball one from Riley Gray. 1 run here in this inning for the Humber Hawks, and they are looking for more as they try and extend a 6-2 lead here in the 5th inning. That pitch is chopped. It's going to go foul. The count is 1-1. So runners at first and third with one away. Sorry, first and second with one away. Riley Gray, the left-hander, is ready to go. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's in there, off speed for a strike, 1-2. One ball and 2 strikes to Jared Gonzalez, the right-handed hitter for the Hawks, looking to move his base runners up here. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's in the dirt. Sam Cocker, nice job going to his left to block that, and that prevents the base runners from moving up. Two and two the count. Durham Lords trying to put this fire out here, looking for a double play ball. 6-2 is the lead for Humber. Looking to extend it. Riley Gray is ready. That pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3. Jared Gonzalez is retired. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Riley Gray. 2 away now with runners at first and second, and it'll bring up Stephen Naharaki, and he has been a machine in this game for the Humber Hawks. He's 3 for 3, 3 singles, 2 runs scored. And the big hit back in the 4th inning, a 2-run single. He comes up here with 2 out. That ball is hit to Jordan D'Amico at second base. He's got it, fires on to first, and the inning is over. So the Humber Hawks get 1 run on 2 hits. There was an error, and 2 runners left on base, so it could have been more. But the Humber Hawks now with a 6-2 lead with 4.5 innings gone here at Kinsmen Stadium, and the Durham Lords coming up to bat in the bottom half of the 5th. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up here at Kinsmen Stadium in Oshawa. Gold medal game between the Humber Hawks and the Durham Lords. The Humber Hawks are the visiting team in this game, and you can see them in the top of your score bug on the screen. 6 runs on 10 hits so far for the Humber Hawks. 2 runs on 5 hits for the Durham Lords to this point in the game. Humber is the visitor. Durham is the home team. Green jerseys for the Durham Lords, and the leadoff hitter here in the 5th inning will be Palmer Cruikshank. 7 straight retired by pitcher Steve Huff after he had a shaky first couple of innings. He has really settled down since that point after getting a big double play at the end of the 2nd inning that could have brought home another run for Durham. Cruikshank looks at a ball. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Cruikshank is 1 for 1 in the ball game. He doubled in the 2nd inning but was stranded at 3rd. Steve Huff is ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's in the dirt, bounces away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Durham led this game 2-0 after 2 innings on the strength of a couple of runs in the 1st inning. Cruikshank takes that ball low. 3 balls and 1 strike. The Lords looking for base runners here as they trail by 4. As Cruikshank hammers that ball foul to the left side. And the count is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cruikshank looking to get on base here. And here's the 3-2 pitch, and it hits him. Palmer Cruikshank has been hit by so many pitches this year. And that one hits him on the shoulder. It was an off-speed pitch, so that wouldn't hurt as much as a fastball, but it's a base runner, and the Durham Lords will certainly take that as Huff issues the pass on a hit by pitch, and we're going to see a pinch hitter for the Lords here. It'll be Jason Krause. So Jason Krause will come on to bat for Jonathan McIntosh. And that ball is foul down the left side. Count is 0-1. Durham looking to climb back into this game. They led it 2-0 with 2 runs in the 1st. But Humber with 2 in the 3rd to tie it, 3 in the 4th to go ahead, and adding another one here in the top half of the 5th inning to go 6-2 up on the Durham Lords. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed, strike 2. Awaiting on deck is Jordan D'Amico. Palmer Cruikshank is the base runner at first. And the Lords looking to just get, even if they get 1 run here, they can climb back into it as Krause swings and misses at strike 3. That is strikeout number 4 in the game for Steve Huff. So, Jordan D'Amico will be the batter here. 0 for 2 in the ball game, flied out to left and hit into a well-turned double play in the 1st inning, and this could be another double play. No, it's not going to be. D'Amico beats out, reaches on a fielder's choice as he hits that ball to short. Palmer Cruikshank is forced out at second base, and D'Amico is on at first with a fielder's choice. So a runner at first now with 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. So Griffin Oliver will be the batter. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled and scored in the 1st, and that ball is hit to right center field, and it is caught. Liam Sutherland goes down and makes an outstanding catch to rob Griffin Oliver of a hit in right center field. Liam Sutherland had to go a long way, and he had to dive at it, and that's a big catch, as it may have scored Jordan D'Amico from first. So the Lords are turned back here in the 5th inning. 5 complete. Humber leading this gold medal game over the Durham Lords by a count of 6-2. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the sixth inning here in Oshawa Kinsmen Stadium. Gold medal game. The Humber Hawks leading 6-2 and trying to hold on here to claim their second consecutive OCAA championship. They did it last year here at Kinsmen Stadium, beating St. Clair Saints in the championship game and looking for a second consecutive gold medal here against the Durham Lords. The Durham Lords will capture their first medal since 2014, but they're still hopeful of capturing gold in this game, but they're going to have to get things going in the late innings here as they trail 6-2. Riley Gray is the pitcher. The leadoff hitter is Hunter Bisser for the Humber Hawks as that pitch is fouled off to the right side. 1-1 is the count. Hunter Bisser is 2 for 3 in this ball game. He has a couple of doubles. And a couple of RBIs. That pitch misses. 2 balls and a strike. Riley Gray, the left-hander, who came on in this game in relief of Jake Story, who started the game. The 2-1 pitch is low, ball 3. The Humber Hawks were gold medalists last year. They won silver in 2017. They won bronze in 2016 and 2015, and also in 2013. The 3-1 pitch is high and misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk for Hunter Bisser. That'll bring up Liam Sutherland, who is 1 for 3 in the ball game, but he had a big RBI triple back in the third inning that tied the game at that point. Power hitting center fielder who also just made an outstanding defensive play in the top half or the bottom half of the fifth inning to rob the Lords of a base hit. Sutherland takes that pitch for a strike from Riley Gray. It's 0-1. Hunter Bisser is the base runner at first. The Humber Hawks leading this game 6-2 over the Durham Lords. The Lords led it 2-0 after 2 innings. Gray's pitch is in there for strike 2. And the shadows starting to creep in just a little bit here at Kinsmen Stadium as we move into the later hours of a Saturday afternoon. That ball is hammered left side, foul. Count remains 0-2. Sutherland, an OCAA All-Star this year, 1 of 2 for the Hawks. Sam LaBelle also named to the OCAA All-Star team. Sutherland batted .424 in the regular season, second best in terms of batting average in the league. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So that's a big strikeout for Riley Gray, and he gets a tough hitter there in Liam Sutherland. That's the first out of the 6th inning. It's the second strikeout of the game for left-hander Riley Gray, and that'll bring up Dennis DeBanning, the right-handed hitting left fielder, who is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Fouls that to the right side. He has popped out to short, popped out to second. He is walked in this game, but always a threat as the cleanup hitter for the Humber Hawks. Riley Gray is ready. The 0-1 pitch. No, he's going to fire over back to first to chase Hunter Bisser back. He's in standing up. Bisser led off this inning with a walk. So he is at first base with 1 away here. Humber 6, Durham 2. That pitch is hit hard to left field. That is going back. It's gone. It's a home run over the left field wall for Dennis DeBanning. A 2-run shot as Hunter Bisser will come across the plate in front of him, and it's an 8-2 lead now for the Humber Hawks. He got all of that one, and it landed over the wall just under the scoreboard in left field. 8-2 in favor of the Humber Hawks. So the Humber bats coming alive in this game. They were not alive in the previous game, as the batter is Sam LaBelle, the shortstop. He is 0 for 2 in the game. He was hit by a pitch in the second. Prior to this game, the Durham Lords were 3-1 winners, as that ball is hit to right field, and Lucas Facillo, the new right fielder for the Durham Lords, is not able to come up with that ball. It's a base hit for Sam LaBelle. That's his first base hit of the ball game. And it's a runner at first again with one away, and that'll bring up Aiden Murphy. Prior to this game, the Durham Lords stayed alive in their hopes for a gold medal by beating the Humber Hawks 3-1 in a game that the Hawks did not get their bats going, but and they didn't have their bats going in the first couple innings of this game, but they have come alive since then as Aiden Murphy swings and misses at strike one. Two runs in the third, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and 2 here already in the sixth, and an 8-2 lead. As Murphy hits that ball down the left field line, it's a foul ball, and the count goes 0-2. Aiden Murphy is 1 for 3 in the ball game to this point, singled and scored a run in the fifth inning. Big 2-run shot moments ago by Dennis DeBanning to extend a 6-2 lead to an 8-2 lead for the Humber Hawks. That pitch taken and just misses for ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Aiden Murphy. One away here in the top of the sixth inning. 8-2 is the score. That ball is hit to short. Griffin Oliver will come up with it, go to second for 1, on to first, and it's a double play. 6-4-3 as Jordan D'Amico makes a nice turn and fires it over to Palmer Cruikshank, and the inning is over. But it's a big inning for the Humber Hawks as 2 runs come across on a towering home run by Dennis DeBanning, a 2-run shot to left. It is 8-2 Humber after 5.5 innings. You're watching OCAA Live, the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we go to the bottom of the sixth inning here in Oshawa. The gold medal game of the OCAA Men's Baseball Championship. Winner take all here. The Humber Hawks leading the Durham Lords 8-2 as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. The Durham Lords are the home team in this game. And it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters scheduled for Durham in the bottom of the sixth inning. Sam Cocker, Fernando Suarez, and Riley Gray. Gold medal goes to the winner of this game. Silver medal to the loser of this game. Both teams will advance, though, to the National College Baseball Championship next weekend in Toronto as the Humber Hawks host that tournament at Connorvale Park in Etobicoke. And those games will also be on a live stream. Pitch misses from Steve Huff. Count is 2-0 to Sam Cocker. That pitch is taken for a ball. Scoreboard says 3-0. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Swung on and missed for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes is the count. You'll see that corrected now on your screen. Sam Cocker is the leadoff hitter here in the 6th inning. Durham down by 6 runs. They need some base runners here. As Cocker hits that into center field, that's a base hit. Solid center field hit for Cocker. He is 2 for 3 in the ball game. That is the 6th hit of the game for the Humber Hawks, and that might be the end of the line for Steve Huff as the manager comes out to talk here, and we may see a pitching change. Maybe not. Huff did pitch a complete game last night against the Durham Lords in a 10-0 mercy-shortened game over Durham, so he's thrown a lot of pitches over the last 24 hours, to say the least, but he's going to stay in. So the 32-year-old right-hander is going to stay in here. The batter will be Jake Story is going to bat here. Started the game as the pitcher, and he will bat in the number 4 position. That ball is hit to short. Sam LaBelle will go to second for 1. On to first. Not in time. Jake Story hits into a fielder's choice. Cocker is out at second, and Story is at first on a fielder's choice. So not able to turn the double play there, but Sam LaBelle making a nice play to get the lead runner. So Riley Gray will be the batter now, center fielder, 0 for 2 in the ball game. He started the game in center field. He's now the pitcher. He came on midway through the game, actually in the 4th inning, and now pitching for the Durham Lords. Count is 0-1 to Riley Gray. That pitch misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Base runner at first is Jake Story. The 1-1 pitch is chopped. That's a fair ball. First baseman Aidan Murphy didn't see it at first in the sunshine, but it rolled very slowly to him as he puts his glove up, and you can see that he didn't see that ball at first, but it was a very friendly rolling ball. It was not going very fast, and it came right to him. So that's the 2nd out of the 6th inning. Jake Story advances to second on that, and it brings up Jake LeGros. Will bat now. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Runner in scoring position here for the Lords as they hoping to put something on the board here in the 6th inning. That ball is lifted to right field. Right fielder coming hard at it, and he dives and makes the catch. The inning is over. Great play there by Stephen Narabecki, who's been outstanding at the plate and makes a great defensive play there for the Humber Hawks to end the Durham 6th inning. So 6 in the books here at Kinsmen Stadium. It is Humber 8 and the Durham Lords 2. 7th inning coming up. This is OCAA Live. This is the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So time for the 7th inning now as the Humber Hawks lead the Durham Lords 8-2 in this gold medal game at the OCAA Men's 2019 Baseball Championship here on OCAA Live, the live stream on Sports Canada TV. Durham had the upper hand in the early going of this game with a couple of runs in the 1st inning, but they have not scored since. And the Humber Hawks got things going in the 3rd inning. They tied it with a couple of runs in the 3rd, They got 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 2 runs in the 6th on a 2-run shot by Dennis DeBanning to go up 8-2. It'll be the 7, 8, 9 hitters here in the 7th inning for Humber. Ty Martin leading things off. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game. Singled, reached on an error, and has walked. He's scored a run. 2-0 pitch from Riley Gray is in there for strike 1. 8 runs on 12 hits in this game for the Humber Hawks as the bats came alive in the third and fourth innings as they got the game equalized and then took the lead. There's a foul off at the plate. Count is 2-2. 2 runs on 6 hits for the Durham Lords. Riley Gray came on in the 4th inning. The left-hander is ready. That pitch is fouled to the left side. Count remains 2-2. Should mention that the head coach of the Durham Lords, Sam Dempster, who has been the only coach in the history of the Durham College program, as that pitch is high from Riley Gray for ball 3. Sam Dempster is coaching his final game here this afternoon as the coach of the Durham Lords. He's retiring after this season, and this will be his last game as the coach of the Durham Lords. As that ball comes in high and hits Ty Martin, and he will go down to first base on a hit by pitch. I believe that hit him or grazed his helmet. So it's a leadoff base runner for Humber here in the 7th inning. Ty Martin goes down to first, and the batter will be Jeff Symes. And he's done a great job for the Hawks here. 2 for 3 in the game, 2 singles, a run scored. Sun very low on the horizon right now as the shadows creep across the infield here at Kinsmen Stadium. 8-2 is the score in favor of the Humber Hawks. As mentioned, Sam Dempster coaching his final game as Durham Lords head coach. Pitch that misses from Riley Gray. 1 ball, no strikes. Took over the program, or started the program in 1992. So he's seen many games here at Kinsmen Stadium. There's a pitch taken for a strike by Jeff Symes. Count is 1-1. However, he will have more games to coach next weekend because the Durham Lords, regardless of the outcome of this game, whether they aren't able to come back or whether they do come back, they will still be playing next weekend at the National Championships hosted by Humber College. So still some more games to go, just that those games will not be played here at the home of the Lords, the Durham Lords here at Kinsmen Stadium. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Jeff Symes, the catcher for the Humber Hawks. Runner at first is Ty Martin. He was hit by a pitch on a 3-2 count. Riley Gray, the left-hander, is set. Here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. Cocker with a nice block, but getting the break onto first is Ty Martin, and he'll get into second base. So a wild pitch moves Ty Martin. Cocker did a great job to block it. It just deflected too far away from him, and he wasn't able to get to the ball quickly enough as it went right back onto the infield. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Jeff Symes. 8-2 is the score in favor of Humber. We're in the top of the 7th inning, and there is time called. The umpire calls time as the pitcher, Riley Gray, was in the windup and ready to come, and the umpire called time at the last minute. There's a very late time to call time, as he was almost ready to fire the ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That ball is hit to center field. That is going to drop for a base hit in center field. That will advance Ty Martin to third. Ball comes in to the home, and that throw gets away from the infielders, and that allows Jeff Symes to go all the way to second base. So a bit of a miscue there defensively for the Lords. That is the third hit of the ball game for Jeff Symes. So he is 3 for 4 in the game, and Jared Gonsalves will be the batter now. The second baseman is 0 for 2 in the ball game. He's flied out to right. He's struck out swinging. He laid down a really excellent sacrifice bunt in the fourth inning in a 3-run inning for the Humber Hawks that put them in front at the time 5-2 and broke open a tie game. It was 2-2 at that point at the time he laid down that sacrifice bunt. Gonsalves puts that ball into play. Griffin Oliver at short trying to come up with it, throws on the run, and he makes the out at first base. It does score a run, though, as Ty Martin comes in with the 9th run for the Humber Hawks. Nice defensive play there by Oliver, and it is the first out of the inning. So Gonsalves is retired. Jeff Symes trots down to third base on that play. And it'll turn the lineup back over to Stephen Rebecki, who is 3 for 4 in the ball game, and he screams that ball over the left side, and it almost hit a camera person over there on the left side. That ball was right at eye level, and he's smiling and laughing, looking back at the infield right now. But that ball was a screamer, and if you're not watching, boy, that would have been a very dangerous, errant foul ball. Riley Gray's pitch is taken for ball 1. Now Rebecki, 3 singles in this game. He has scored 2 runs. 9-2 is the score in favor of the Humber Hawks as they look to close out a gold medal. Here, that ball fouled again to the left side. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes. The Humber Hawks, defending gold medalists in the OCAA, winning their first provincial championship last year, right here at Kinsmen Stadium in a game against the St. Clair Saints. They lead this game over the Durham Lords 9-2 in the 7th inning. Riley Gray's pitch misses for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The runner at third is Jeff Symes. The 2-2 pitch taken, strike 3 called. And that's the second out of the inning. And the third strikeout of the game or the afternoon for Riley Gray. So that'll bring up Hunter Bisser, who is 2 for 3 in the ball game. He has a couple of doubles, a couple of runs scored, also has a walk. Takes a pitch high for ball 1. 1 run in here in the 7th inning for the Humber Hawks to move the score to 9-2. Riley Gray's pitch is low and inside for ball 2. 2-0. Durham Lords led this game 2-0 after the first inning. In fact, it was 2-0 after 2 innings for Durham. But then the Humber Bats came alive. 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 1 here in the 7th. That pitch misses for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes to Hunter Bisser. Runner at third here with 2 out. Gray's pitch is high and tight for ball 4. So Bisser gets his second walk of the afternoon and goes down to first. And that will bring up Liam Sutherland. 1 for 4 in the ball game. But he had a big triple in the 3rd inning that tied the game. Seems like quite a while ago that happened. So he's 1 for 4. Runners do not go. Sutherland fouls that away. Strike 1. Sutherland also making a couple of outstanding catches in the outfield to rob the Durham Lords of potential base hits. Great career for Sutherland and a great season for Sutherland this year, batting .424. Second best average in the league as he fouls that one away. Strike 2. Named an OCAA All-Star along with his teammate and Rookie of the Year, Sam LaBelle, the shortstop. Durham had 5 All-Stars this year: Sam Cocker, Griffin Oliver, Riley Gray, Fernando Suarez, and Jason Krause. The count is 0-2 to Liam Sutherland. And he looks at a pitch just off the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riley Gray, the left-hander, came on in the 4th inning. At the time, the score was 2-2. That ball is lifted to right field. Jordan D'Amico makes an outstanding running catch to grab that ball and retire the side. He had to go all out for that, almost like a diving football player, wide receiver trying to catch a touchdown. Great catch there by Jordan D'Amico to end the inning. But 1 run does come across here on 1 hit, and we go to the bottom of the 7th inning momentarily. Humber 3 outs away from winning their 2nd consecutive OCAA championship here at Kinsmen Stadium. You're watching OCAA Live. This is the 2019 Men's Baseball Championship live stream on Sports Canada TV, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. So we're going to the bottom of the 7th inning here. The Humber Hawks 3 outs away from capturing their 2nd consecutive gold medal in the OCAA Baseball Championships. They lead the Durham Lords 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And Riley Pollard, who had 6 saves during the regular season for the Humber Hawks, will try to come on here and close things out in the 7th inning, taking over for Steve Huff, who started his 2nd consecutive game. He beat the Durham Lords 10-0 last night and leaves this game with a 9-2 lead here in the gold medal game here at Kinsmen Stadium. Durham advanced to this game, forcing this game with a 3-1 victory earlier over Humber, but Humber has had the bats come alive here in the middle to late innings of this game. Connor May is the batter. He swings and misses that pitch from Riley Pollard, and the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Connor May 0 for 2 in the ball game, struck out looking in the 2nd and grounded out to 1st in the 4th. That pitch taken for strike 3, and Riley Pollard has a quick strikeout here, and that'll bring up Palmer Cruikshank. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game. He doubled in the 2nd. He was hit by a pitch in the 5th. 2 outs away here for the Humber Hawks as they try to close out a 2nd consecutive gold medal. And you can see all of the players in the Humber Hawks dugout are all on their feet, and they are ready to come charging out onto the field here in a few moments if they can get these final 2 outs. Count is 1-0 to Palmer Cruikshank, and the pitch misses from Riley Pollard. Count is 2-0. Humber 9 and Durham 2. 2-0 pitch swung on a miss. Big cut by Palmer Cruikshank, and it is now 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Pollard, and it is taken right there for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 9 runs on 13 hits for the Humber Hawks. 2 runs on 6 hits in this game for the Lords. That pitch is off the plate and count goes full, 3-2 to Palmer Cruikshank. Hoping to give the Lords a base runner here in the bottom of the 7th inning. That ball is fouled away, stays alive, count remains 3-2. Sun starting to drop out of the horizon right now here in Oshawa. As the sunshine now only on the outfield. Here's the pitch from Pollard, 3-2 pitch. Taken for strike 3 called. So 2 away, and the Humber Hawks are 1 out away now from the gold medal. The batter will be Lucas Facillo. This is his first plate appearance of the game. Batting in the number 9 slot, and we'll try and get on base and turn the lineup over for Jordan D'Amico. That pitch is popped up. This could be it. Jeff Symes is under it, and they all collide, and Symes has got it. The game is over. The Humber Hawks are the 2019 OCAA Men's Baseball Champions. You can see the Hawks celebrating on the infield as they will take home the gold medal for the 2nd consecutive year in a 9-2 win over the Durham Lords. But they were forced to the brink when the Lords won earlier today 3-1 to force this gold medal deciding game. Jeff Symes, the catcher, making the final out, catching it in front of the Humber dugout, and he was as close as possible to the rest of his teammates as they celebrate, and the entire huddle goes out onto the infield, and they now begin to line up on the third base line to accept the medals that will be presented momentarily, and we will bring you the audio for that as they announce all of the names for the Durham Lords and the Humber Hawks. So it'll be a gold medal for the 2nd straight year for the Humber Hawks. It'll be a silver medal for the Durham Lords. St. Clair earlier today took home the bronze medal. Player of the game for the Durham Lords is catcher Sam Cocker. And Stephen Narabecki, who had an outstanding game with 3 hits in this game and a couple of outstanding catches, will take home the player of the game for Humber.
First, he hit 7 for 17 with 3 runs, 3 RBIs, and a home run. Number 7, Jordan D'Amico.
Jordan D'Amico named an all-star for the tournament for the Durham Lords.
Second tournament all-star for Durham. He went 3 for 11 with a run and an RBI. And pitched an 8-inning complete game win. Number 9, Jake LeGros.
And Jake LeGros, also an OCAA tournament all-star for the Durham Lords.
And now the tournament all-stars for Humber. He went 5 for 12 with 5 runs scored and 5 RBIs. Hunter Bisser.
Hunter Bisser accepting an all-star award for the tournament for the Humber Hawks. He's the first of a few here.
Second tournament all-star for Humber. He went 6 for 15 with 2 runs scored and 3 RBIs. Number 27, Liam Sutherland.
Well, no surprise there for Liam Sutherland. He was a tower of power all weekend, not just at the plate, but also defensively.
He went 2-0 with 11 innings pitched, 12 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 9 strikeouts from Humber, Stephen Huff.
There's Stephen Huff, and he really was incredible in this tournament. Last night beating the Durham Lords 10-0, and today beating them 9-2, pitching and starting consecutive games on consecutive days. So those are the All-Stars, and now we will see the presentation of the medals, and we'll let Jamie May, the PA announcer, take it over.
Number 1, Justin Travis.
These are the silver medals now being presented to the Durham Lords.
2, Jason Krause. Number 3, Ryan Fisher. Griffin Oliver. Number 7, Jordan D'Amico. Number 9, Jake LeGros. Number 12, Palmer Crookshank. Number 13, Sam Cocker. Number 14, Ian Legault. Number 15, Jacob Watson. Number 19, Jake Story. Number 20, Connor May. Number 21, Brady Turner. Number 22, Jonathan McIntosh. Number 24, Lucas Fasulo. Number 27, Easton Baker. Number 28, Fernando Suarez. Number 32, Riley Gray. Number 37, Mitchell Heineman. Number 44, Josh Kristolovich. And the coaching staff for Durham, head coach Sam Dempster. Assistant coach Colin Dempster. Assistant coach Tim Harkness. Assistant coach Scott Cocker. And statistician Larry Pierce.
And as you might be able to see here in the at the podium, about to get his medal, Sam Dempster in his final game coaching the Durham Lords here at Kinsmen Stadium. And there he goes as he leaves the field for the last time as a silver medalist in the OCAA. A very proud moment for the Durham program to be able to get a medal for their longtime coach in his final game here at Kinsmen Stadium. And he will get to coach again next weekend as the Durham Lords will travel to Humber for the National College Baseball Championship. So as the Durham Lords accept their silver medals, and we will now see the gold medals that will go to the Humber Hawks.
Number 2, Leif Ursel. Number 3, Ian Schwartz. Number 7, Matt Stoddard. Number 8, Jeff Symes. Number 9, Braden Taylor. Number 10, Aaron Nash. Number 12, Sam LaBelle. Number 13, Stephen Huff. Number 14, Hunter Visser. Number 15, Riley Pollard. Number 16, Dennis DeBanning. Number 17, Tyrus Bath. Number 18, Jared Gonzalez. Number 19, Cameron Honfeld. Number 21, Cam Hibbs. Number 22, Stephen Narabecki. Number 23, Shane O'Keefe. Number 24, Aiden Murphy. Number 26, Ty Martin. Number 27, Liam Sutherland. Number 28, Rory Pollard. Number 29, Cam Wilcox. Number 30, Anthony Goddard. Number 31, Corey Vondegraff. Number 32, Dylan White. Coaches for Humber, head coach Jeff Gibbs. Assistant coach Justin Mara. Assistant coach Troy Black. Assistant coach Alex Thrower. And team manager Josh Batcher.
So the gold medals now handed out to the Humber Hawks, and here comes the trophy presentation as the Humber Hawks will take home the gold medal trophy and the OCAA championship banner.
We ask the Humber captains to come get the banner.
And of course we should have them face the camera, but they're facing the cameras that are in front of them. So the OCAA banner presented and the OCAA championship trophy presented to the Humber Hawks for the second consecutive year. Gold medal repeat for Humber with a 9-2 win over the Durham Lords. But they did it the hard way for sure. The Humber Hawks, 7-4 winners yesterday over Seneca, 10-0 winners over Durham. And then today they played Durham in a first gold medal game, but the Lords won that game 3-1 to force this second game, and Humber winning it by a count of 9-2 and coming back in the game after trailing early 2-0. So the Humber Hawks have their trophy. They have the gold medal. The Durham Lords have the silver medal for the first time in 5 years. 2014 was the last time that Durham was on the podium in the OCAAs. The St. Clair Saints earlier today taking home the bronze medal. So it's gold for Humber, silver for Durham, and bronze for St. Clair. Again, these teams will be in action again next weekend from Thursday to Saturday as the Humber Hawks will host the National College Baseball Championship. Most of those games will be played at Connervale Park, and those games will be live streamed, so you can enjoy those next weekend as the Humber Hawks and Durham Lords will try and repeat as medalists at the national level, as they will both represent Ontario. There will be 2 teams from Quebec, 1 from Prince Edward Island, and 1 from British Columbia. So the Durham Lords on the right side watching the Humber Hawks celebrate with the team photo, and of course, what other song would you play at the end of a championship? It's an anthem that seems to have defined almost every sports championship of the years. Queens, we are the champions. And second consecutive gold medal for the Humber Hawks here at Kinsmen Stadium. So congratulations to the Humber Hawks as they take home gold, and will get ready now to host the National College Baseball Championships next weekend in Etobicoke. Congratulations to Humber. Congratulations to Durham on a silver medal, and to the St. Clair Saints for the bronze medal. I think that's going to do it for us here in the live stream as we wrap things up. Again, the final score in this gold medal game, the Humber Hawks 9 and the Durham Lords 2. We thank you for joining us and hope you've enjoyed all of this live stream coverage here on Sports Canada TV on OCAA Live, brought to you by Bel Air Direct. My name is Brian Oliver. Thanks for listening, and good afternoon from Oshawa.